so they should be seeing this intro screen right now. Give it just a minute and let me see if I can get connected over here. Should be able to get to the video. Comments are on. All right, so they can see this now. Just give it a minute for a few more people to tune in. There's only one person watching. Oh, that might be us.
Might be.
Oh, now there's 3 people.
It'd be funny if we made this pose, only you're doing me and I'm doing you. You're like looking up all.
Except I was standing over here, wasn't I? You were over here?
Right, but this is how it shows up, right? Or is it the opposite?
It might be mirrored, I don't know.
Actually, I think it is. But no, that's why, well, I want to be on that side. So what is it here? What is that?
Oh, it's that. Okay, yeah, so you would need to be on that side. Okay, so we got 16 people watching. Should we,
Hello.
Oh.
Aloha.
That's really loud. Let me turn the sound down a little bit. Okay.
Now I can turn this way down.
Aloha. Aloha.
Now, before we begin,
Aloha.
I need to show this disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of Greg and Justin and do not reflect the official position of the TikiCon producers. Wink, wink. All right, so.
Aloha. Aloha.
All right, I think we're there.
Happy Aloha Friday.
We are rolling. Oh yeah, there's going to be some lag before we get some comments, but so aloha. Here we are. Oh, got to make sure to look in the camera, not at the monitor. Mm-hmm. So we made it another week since the last time we did this.
Right. We survived a week, yay!
Can you believe it has
Happy
been
Aloha Friday.
It has been just less than 2 weeks since our ticket launch.
I know, right?
Very successful TikiCon ticket launch.
Yes.
It's been a week since we did this the last time, and it feels like it's been forever ago.
Right.
Not that we've been able to get out of the house and do anything, but it just feels like it's been so long since...
you watched us all get really drunk?
Should we start with some shots to get things rolling?
Oh my gosh.
So I can't tell if anyone's commenting yet. I've got the comments on. They should be appearing here. Ooh, come on. No, now it says they're off. How do I get comments to go back on? Ah, geez. Technology. This was working a minute ago. All right, well, can't see what anyone's commenting.
So you can't do anything?
There's already comments. All right, trade me places. I'm going to work on this. You keep the troops entertained. Do you want to make a drink while we're doing this? While I'm trying to get this figured out?
I guess. This is why I like to prepare beforehand. But let's see. There's some talking points that you put down here.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, I want to talk about Aloha Friday, and I want to talk about some other stuff. But first, we need a drink.
Sure. So I guess I'm making it now.
Oh, if you want, I mean,
Okay.
Or we can just.
So painkillers is
Not a painkiller. Trademark.
oh okay.
So I say that because
You
So
All
we
mix, you
wanted to
talk.
make painkillers, but for a real painkiller, you have to have pussers. It's a trademark drink. They will come after you. Well, they'll come after. Well, not you, not us, but if bars are selling drinks called a painkiller that is not made with pussers, they don't like that, and their legal department may contact you. So we are making not painkillers.
Because we don't have the right rum.
Okay, and I think we've got comments turned
So
on. We're bad at this. Why can I not? Anywho,
well, that's part of the fun. So you have to turn them on. So if you have to turn everything off and turn it back on again, then we should probably do that.
well, they're supposed to be popping up right here. I was testing this out yesterday. So I did do some testing. I did, honest. Bear with us. I want to see what you guys are saying. Okay. Here we go. Michael says pain diller. Nope, can't use that. Corona killer. Okay, so I am seeing some comments now on my phone. They're not showing up down here, but
Can you just shut down the browser and start it back up, or use a different browser?
I already did that. It didn't do it. So I'm just going to set my phone up right here, and we can watch the comments come in on my phone.
Howdy, y'all.
Is that a little easier? All right, so I'm making the drink now.
You had it all set up. I just came down here, so you can.
All right.
Yeah, a specific way
So
you want
we are
it to
making
happen.
not painkillers. Here's the jigger. So first of all,
On one and one on the other.
I want to.
Do you want me to do the ice?
Yeah, do the ice. So we're using Coco Lopez. That's this stuff. Now, way better than Coco Real. Sorry, the Coco Real fans out there, but like this stuff better. The thing is, it's clumpy and gets really solid, so you have to put it in warm water and then run it through the blender until you get something nice and liquidy. And then it's super easy to work with. So,
You know, this is loud.
except it still pours kind of thick. Here, I'm going to change the angle.
Hey, I'm crushing ice too, Craig.
So there, now you can kind of see what we're doing.
I got the old vintage ice crusher here.
Add a little extra for good measure.
Hi, Susan.
All right, so now we need 4 ounces of pineapple juice. And these are 6 ounces. Yes, these are 6, so I'm just going to pour a whole one in. So,
Nice tip is to get these ones, you guys probably know. That way you don't have to open up a big, huge can of it and then have it go bad, possibly. So most of the food service places has those little guys. You can get them by the case.
so Edward says Coco Lopez mixed with coconut water is their method.
Ooh, I like that one. Probably cuts down so it's not so syrupy and thick.
All right, so now we're making 2, so that's 2 ounces of Coco Lopez, 8 ounces of pineapple juice, 2 ounces of orange juice, and this is fresh squeezed.
Are you gonna need this, or are you?
No, I was just gonna shake it.
You're just gonna shake it, okay? Oh, Jasper wants to be on TV again, huh?
Or you know what? I'm gonna stir it. Oh, I guess I should put the rum in.
That always helps. Hey, Drew.
Yeah, you can tell we're professional bartenders.
It's true. Honestly, Craig, I've found several ones in thrift stores that are like the electric ones that are vintage and all kinds of different contraptions. And this old tried and true way is like the best way to just get it done, get it over with, and make just as much as you need each time.
And this is a very, very sticky drink, so I'm gonna mop as I go. All right, you want to fill the mugs?
Sure.
We are drinking out of Tiki mugs. We're the only ones that have them at this point.
These are the first drinks that we've made in these, actually.
Yes. Okay, so Gail did catch us on the rum. Y'all need rum. And I don't know if Van Tiki is watching, but yeah, we are breaking in these mugs tonight.
Don't say the word break and mug in the same sentence. We're using these mugs for the first time.
Okay.
And we got these fancy bamboo straws.
Here, let me
It says,
switch the camera here. All right, so
says Eye of the Tiki.
so that's one of the
Focus
things.
in there?
I don't think it'll focus that close.
Anyways.
One of the things we're doing this year at
Here, Greg,
Tiki
take a sip.
is so we're using these bamboo straws this year at TikiCon instead of swizzles. So I hope you guys like them. Oh, wait, I gotta try this.
You
one.
gotta try it that way if we're gonna cheers.
Right. Move this way.
Ping. Oh yeah.
Duh.
Duh.
Of course, here, move your straw. The nutmeg in a painkiller is much better if you're sipping from the side of the glass instead of a straw, because then you get that aroma and flavor.
Oh, Denise is on here. Hey.
What did she say?
Henrik is recording something for Skulls and Crown and
Oh,
Holland.
okay. Well, hi, Denise.
One half of the Van Tikis. So,
Cheers.
delicious.
Yeah, would be a little better with pussers, I do admit.
Yeah.
The original dark it's a good rum, but it kind of loses it. It doesn't have as a pronounced
Weren't you
flavor.
going to put a little lost spirits on the top of it or something?
Oh, I was, but too late.
Ah, well. Instead, maybe a little OFTD to go on top.
All right,
It just
now
needs
the
that.
show
It
is
just
going to
needs.
get real
It just needs that
interesting.
little bit of extraness. You know what I mean?
And no, we don't have fresh nutmeg. Not a big enough emergency to warrant going up to the store in this day and age for fresh nutmeg. But yes, that would be delightful.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
See?
yeah,
OFTD just a little extra.
yeah. Little FTD and that nutmeg, perfect. All right, so a toast. Who should we toast?
I don't know.
How about
Everybody?
everybody who's just surviving right now? Here's to you.
Cheers.
Cheers. And I forgot. One of the things that I want to start doing is, so I've got this Hale Pele mug out. And one of the ideas that I want to start promoting is every time you have a drink at home that you would rather be having at your favorite bar, you tip. Put a tip in so you can get a bunch of tiki mugs from your favorite places. Put in a tip, and then when you've saved up enough, donate that to the bartenders that are currently out of work.
Well, no, more like when you get back to the place, like Hale Pele, then that we would put that in their tip jar.
Well, or you can do it while they're out of work and need the money.
Right.
Holly
True.
Pele and Smuggler's Cove, just to name a couple, have, if you go up to their online store, they've got
right, right.
a staff love item
That's
for
right.
different denominations, and you can just donate money. It goes straight to the staff.
Right.
So
I
that's
don't always catch all those things on the feed because everybody's posting 50 times a day now.
There's-
So
there's
you
a
gotta
lot of
scroll
stuff
through a
going
lot of
around.
stuff.
And there's a lot of people crying and asking for help right now, and it's really hard to know who to help. So many people need it, and the way I look at it is, I think we should be helping the places and the people that we normally would frequent, because that's a good way to figure it out.
True. I think Gail is in Thailand right now.
Oh,
So she's just
wow.
waking up, but I think I've been seeing that she was in Thailand.
Rum Club has a GoFundMe as well. Yes.
Oh,
so
okay. Rum Club. Another great local spot here.
yeah, so it's really hard to know who to donate to. There's so many out there in different cities. So just donate to the places that you would go to normally. Rum Club's a great example. Non-tiki bars that we would go to. We have. It's been a while, but we haven't been to Vintage since they closed. Well, obviously since they closed. But there's a lot of really great bars and a lot of really great people that are out of work right now. So I've got a question for everybody. What are you wearing? It's Aloha Friday, and we've been getting amazing response on Aloha Friday.
Yeah.
So many people posting. It's so heartening.
Yeah. It's awesome.
And I put together a little mini slideshow from all the ones I could find from last week. We got over 100 photos submitted. So
Nice. Can you do that on here?
there it is. There they go.
Wow.
Just super fast because I don't want to take up the whole time. But you can just go up and just search the hashtag Aloha Friday Challenge up on Facebook or Instagram, and you can find all these images, the ones that are public anyway. So
Yay.
amazing. You
That's
guys
awesome.
are amazing. Keep posting because we're making so many people happy.
Right.
We're bringing smiles everywhere. And my favorite one from last week, our friend Kyle. I have a picture of that as well. Kyle's a nurse. He's working on the front lines in this pandemic, and he wore an Aloha shirt under his protective gear.
Yeah.
And he said that it brought so many smiles to
Yeah.
people in the hospital. So keep it up, you guys. This is amazing. We are making the world a more colorful place, one Aloha shirt at a time.
And I've got one of my favorites here. Super bright, super polyester. And then this was actually a keychain that I turned into a necklace because it goes with this, and it's got a big, huge, beautiful sun on it. So we all need a little sunshine in our lives now. So
Yeah, we're getting lots of comments.
and you're wearing your Shaheen that I found.
My Shaheen, and in honor of Holly Pele, where we can't go, I'm wearing my water bearer beads and my fire drinker medallion.
Yeah.
So we had a question about couples. What about couples who are posing together? Like, does that count as one entry? Does it count as two entries? And so the official answer on that question is you can use the same photo, but if you want it to be counted for each of you, you both have to post it. And you both have to make it public and do all the hashtags and everything.
Yeah. I'd say, yeah, because more than likely they both have a profile. But
Yeah.
if they don't, if only one person has a profile, then it's just one entry.
Right, one entry, and for each one, we'll donate $1. So
Yeah,
just to
but-
remind you all, we are donating $1 for every eligible photo that's posted each week.
So if you are a couple and you both have social media accounts, take a picture of the two of you and post it on both, and then tag them on both, and yeah, or take two photos.
We raised over $100 last Friday.
Nice.
Half of that is going to Pride Northwest. They are the organization that puts on the Portland Pride Festival.
Right.
We made that decision before the pandemic got really serious, so we've come to the conclusion that we need to focus some of that money elsewhere.
Right.
Like, the Pride Parade is really important,
Yeah.
but it's also really important that people don't lose their homes. We have people losing their jobs.
Right, and it's not like it's a ton of money, but we're just gonna split it up so that it can go, in both places.
Well, I mean, think about it. If we get 100 eligible entries per week, and there's 20 weeks, that's $2,000.
Right. So $1,000 to each. Yeah.
Or more.
Right.
So, just as a reminder, for the Aloha Friday Challenge, you need to post a photo to your public feed wearing some kind of Aloha wear. We initially said it has to be a shirt or a dress, but, honestly, if the hashtags are there, we're not going to get real picky on it. Maybe it's a cool socks. Maybe you work somewhere where it wouldn't be appropriate to wear an Aloha shirt, so you're just wearing a pendant or earrings or something, but post a photo. We want to see it.
Yeah. Or even if you make a face mask out of Hawaiian fabric, that would work too.
That would be very timely.
Yeah.
But just remember, it has to be public, and it has to be in your feed. It can't be in a story, because when this is all over in August, we're going to go through and we're going to count them, so we have to be able to find them on the hashtags. Now, we'll find them if you're friends with us, but if we're not connected through Facebook or Instagram, we may not see them. So please make them public. Include the hashtags Aloha Friday Challenge and TikiCon and just TikiCon. Aloha Friday Challenge and TikiCon. Pride NW is optional. I'm going to be putting that on all of mine because Pride Northwest is still very important to me. But it's optional because it's not our sole beneficiary this year.
Yeah.
And then step 3, don't miss a week for 20 weeks. So that's all the way until the Friday of TikiCon, July 31st. And that is still 4 months away.
Yes.
4 months away.
4 months away. We'll take
Fingers crossed.
each day as it comes.
So
Just
please,
as everybody is.
keep it up. Keep the photos coming. We love it. We absolutely love it. Let me see if I've got any more comments here.
Maybe spring, but it's still in some parts up here, like in the Northwest, we're getting some really rainy, gray days. So it's nice to dress up and put on your bright Hawaiian outfits and bring some cheer to yourself and to other people. And I got to do a shout out to Melissa. Your outfits for walking the dog have been slaying it. I love it. I love all the color.
Shout outs. Do Melissa a shout out. You got to do shout outs on the bullhorn. I don't even think.
Shouting out to Melissa. When to Melissa.
So Don just posted. Don just made a painkiller too.
Don
Smits. I'm
Smits.
trying not to use last names because we're in a public forum, but
Oh, okay. Well, people are going to be able to see their names on
well,
that thing
that's
as it
true.
comes up.
That's
so
true.
That's fine.
When you call into a radio station, they always say
Everyone
just
else
use your
sees
first
it.
name.
Everyone
That's
else,
true. That's
everyone
true.
sees that, so it's all public. So, cheers, painkillers.
Yes,
I'm gonna catch-
Susan.
This is not your megaphone. This is my megaphone. You can't have it.
Oh, Terry just joined in.
Terry. Oh, Santana, nice. Hey, Terry. Hey, Rex.
And Edward is asking if we got a Cliff's takeout order.
we did. We got a
Yes.
Cliff's takeout order today.
Cliff's PDX. So
They were delivering up until, or excuse me, they were.
till 6.
Yeah, they weren't delivering. It's for pickup at the place until 6, till a little while ago.
So that is Sierra from Holly Pele and Josh opened up Cliff's a few months ago under the Wonder Ballroom, and they've really been struggling ever since the Wonder closed all their shows. So and now with the restaurant ban, the dining room ban, they're only doing takeout. So every Friday, if you want some amazing takeout food, go to Cliff's PDX, look them up on Facebook, go to their website. They should be posting, this week they posted the menu on Wednesday for Friday, and you can call it in, give them a credit card, easy peasy. And the food is really, really good. Dave says that this one is totally Susan's. I don't know, what do you think? Should we give Susan back the megaphone?
I did that once. I'm not doing
No! No, 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 no.
Are you making another round?
No, there's still stuff left
okay.
in here, remember?
All right, so we've got 43 people. Oh, now 41. Was it the megaphone? People are leaving because of the megaphone. So, we live in strange times, don't we?
Sure, yeah.
I just, one of the things that I've been thinking a lot about is that there are all these calls for help, but not everybody's in a position to help. Like, I'm very privileged that I have a full-time job still.
Yeah.
And so we can help, but there are a lot of people struggling. So for those who can't, who are just trying to hang on, just understand it's okay just to survive right now. I had someone post something that I really liked. They said, right now, your only job is to not get sick.
Yeah. And stay home and watch all kinds of stuff. So what's that? The cat dude. What was the show we started watching last night?
Something about the tiger and the...
It's the guy, the zoo guy. I don't know. It's been plastered all over the place, and then I had to watch it. We had to watch an episode of it last night, and it's like, okay, what's the name of it? Dawn would remember. She watched. She watched some of that.
We got a bit of a lag here, though, so it'll be a couple minutes
That's
before
fine. That's
before
fine.
we see it.
I don't remember what the name of it was, but
Is it Terry? Is it just called Tiger?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
But anyways, it's a really good one. So that's the thing to keep your spirits up. Everyone's been seeing everything, so this is our opportunity to have a happy hour and not get too deep into the world outside.
Tiger King.
Tiger King, that's what it is. Watch it. Watch it.
With Joe Exotic.
Yes, exactly. But there's all kinds of stuff. Cartoons I've been posting recently. Cartoons are, if you've got extra time in the morning, always, watch cartoons on the weekends. But if you feel like you're waking up and you're like, I'm not ready to be prepared for the world and what's in it, turn off Facebook, turn off the news. It doesn't have to be on all the time. Watch some cartoons. There's all kinds of things. We have Boomerang, so we've been watching lots of stuff on Boomerang, from Looney Tunes to Scooby-Doo to Josie and the Pussycats. And we got Disney Plus. There's just so many things that are out there to like kind of keep your spirits up, and cartoons is one of them.
But just understand, it's okay to not be productive right now. I think people are stressing themselves out, thinking, oh, I've got this time on my hands. I've got to get all these projects done. But, it's okay to just sit and stare out the window. It's a really weird, crazy time. It's okay to not know what to do or what to think or how to feel. We don't always have to be busy. We don't always have to be productive or know what we're doing tomorrow.
Right.
But we're all learning how to cook again.
Yes, and make cocktails and do all those things. Learn how to do live feeds and show people how to make drinks and get drunk and anyway.
Well, so we've talked about pretty much all this stuff. I mean, we talked about TikiCon a little bit. No plans to cancel or postpone at this time.
Right.
So keep an eye on that.
Keep an eye on that. We still got some time, and we will basically be making decisions in the last hour we can before it starts costing us a lot of money, because there is certain things that have to be in place, etc. But we're gonna keep going and keep working on as much stuff as we can to get it there.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my phone to stand up so I can see it.
So much fiddling. Just put it here. And so anyways, we'll let you know if there's anything that changes with TikiCon. We're always very communicative about everything.
Yeah.
So,
but at the way things stand, we don't have to make any. The first point of no return. Well, that's not really any point of no return, but there's certain points where we have to pay deposits and things, and we have at least a month or two before those are coming up before we need to start thinking about it.
right.
See what happens. If nothing else, the mugs are in production right now. These mugs,
Right.
and we will have them whether there's an event or not. We may be stuck with 300 of these things. So
I wouldn't say we'll be stuck, because
No.
we'll be able to still sell them online.
these will fly out the door.
But yeah.
Oh, Craig, I agree. Painkiller is so rewarding. I could drink these all night.
Making mugs. Yes, Denise. It's like making tiki. I always think of that when we're like doing stuff for TikiCon, just like on Nightmare Before Christmas.
So, Tuba, they're having Dr. Bird Jungle Birds. That sounds great.
Ooh, nice.
We do have Dr. Bird,
Yeah,
but
we don't have any Campari right now.
no.
We like Negronis so much that Campari doesn't last that long. So Terry, how is that Kraken Black Roast coffee drink? How is that stuff? I'm intrigued. Let us know. Yeah, Dave, it's gonna happen a lot. I think of that song all the time. Whoa.
Come on, it's Aloha Friday.
Yes, coffee, pineapple, lime is a great combo, including passion fruit, as you know. Oh, it's delish. Oh, nice. Okay, well, good. She says, yeah, we might have to try one of that rum sometime soon.
All right, well, it's not really an emergency or essential at the moment. So who knows how soon it is before we can go out and get some of these ingredients.
It's true.
As
Yeah,
much as I want a Negroni, it's not worth making an extra trip out for.
Yeah, no, not at this point. We've got plenty of stuff to do stuff around here, so this is where it's like getting in the back of your freezer and like getting out of course taking all the freezer burn stuff out, but really like taking inventory and being like ooh, what can I make with this? And there's also that app that you can
The Beach Bum Berry app?
yeah, there's always the app where you can just put in, I've got this, what can I make?
That is a great app, except that we need to update it with everything that we've got
Right.
or don't have.
Right, exactly. But there's always the standards, and then there's always
Well, the problem
all
is
the extra stuff.
fresh juices.
Right.
So maybe next time we go to the store, which may not be for another 2 weeks at the
Right.
the way we're trying to do it, get some limes. We can freeze the juice. Mm-hmm. They also have, I know Fred Meyer's has, other stores probably do too, they've got the little 16-ounce jars of lime juice. It's all natural.
Right.
It's not as good as fresh, but it's way better than any other.
Isn't it called like Santa Cruz or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
And
They have lemon juice, they have lime juice.
Yeah.
Those are fine.
for mixed drinks, those are fine.
Yeah.
They're, of course, fresh is going to taste a little bit better, but it's not terrible.
Oh yeah, how did the toasted coconuts thing that you were talking about there? How did that with dried coconut? Oh, with dried coconut. Did you toast it at all? Yeah, I haven't even set foot in a liquor store since all this stuff happened, so I have no idea how they're handling it, if they've reduced their hours or how it is. We're in Oregon. Some of you are watching from California. You could still go up to your local little corner market and get it, and you in Washington as well. But we still have to do the liquor stores here, which is good because we don't have to pay all those taxes.
Really good.
Oh, and they have citrus trees. See, that's awesome.
Yeah, see, we could order some stuff, but then we're...
Right. Well, the thing is that in these days and times, yes, imbibe, do it, but let's not come away from all this in a month or two just being straight up alcoholics because we are drinking to not deal with stuff. Still be productive.
Oh, what
do
was
all
it?
those things that you want to do. All those home projects you ever wanted, start working on them. Work on that home tiki bar. Get up, show up to work every day. Take the slippers off and the bathrobe and actually put on a tie. It'll make yourself feel better. Every time when you dress up, it makes yourself feel better. So if it takes you a little extra time in the morning to make it to your computer, well, you just saved yourself a commute, into the office and dealing with all that. So take that extra few minutes, put on a tie, put on, something fancier, because the way you feel during the day is so much better than if you just stay in your slippers and bathrobe all day. We're basically going to be faced with a lot of people being super depressed and we're getting further into that as this is happening. So that's just my. There's a soapbox here. I guess I'll step down from it. But that's one of the things that I'm trying to tell myself is that during these times, just keep doing all those things that you want to do. Keep going forward. If you do have a job, be thankful for that. If you don't have a job, there's resources out there and people to reach out to. We can't reach out face to face, but reach out online and keep those. There's been a lot of people. We just even did this with some other friends, like a happy hour, virtual happy hour. What's the name of that program or the meeting thing that you use? Zoom. Yeah,
everybody's using Zoom these days.
Yeah. So all those young kids. I'm an old timer, but
there's conflicting events now. Like,
you were
three different things going on right now.
Your meeting this morning, you were in Holly Paley, right?
Yeah, so with
That was
Zoom,
the background.
with Zoom, you can just pick a photo as your virtual background, and it uses an algorithm to figure out you don't have to do green screen it or anything. It just figures out where you are. You can tell there's a big fringe and stuff. But yeah, so today my background was Holly Paley.
Nice.
Yesterday I was dressed up as Colonel Mustard, or the guy from Jumanji, or Shrunken Head Ned, or
Shrunken Head. Yeah, that's what I thought you were. Yeah.
The quintessential British explorer with a jungle scene. So I've been showing up to meetings at work. We do this daily meeting, and it's an optional meeting, but I want people, I want everyone on my team to connect and kind of get a little bit of FaceTime.
And make it fun.
Yeah, and so I've been doing a different background every single day, trying to get them excited to come to the meeting and see, what's Greg doing this time?
Yeah.
So I've got some costume ideas coming up.
But yeah, so definitely, I saw you on there, Sissy. Yeah, exercise. Like, we've been going for walks in our neighborhood, saying hi. Everybody right now, if you go out into public where there's more than a few people, everyone's freaking, not wanting to be around each other. But if you're walking around in your neighborhood, say hi to your neighbor. We need to go back to more of like a community thing in those ways of being able to just smile and say hi and, hey, I hope you're doing okay. Check in with your neighbors. Do those kinds of things, But yes, exercise. Go out there, walk, exercise at home if you've got, weights, if you've got a treadmill, if you've got all that stuff. Just do it. Just keep going. Because if you don't, then you're just going to be sitting there a big depressed mess, and you're not going to be moving forward at all. And that's what I keep telling myself, and that's my advice for everybody, is just keep on keeping on.
And I think it was Damien who posted that COVID-19 is going to turn into cirrhosis 20.
Well,
if we're not careful.
Yeah. So yeah,
Drinking
keep moving,
much.
keep doing that stuff, keep doing the things that are going to make you happy.
Oh.
I love the fact of like just being able to just dress up, put on a tie, do something. If you have to go and sit in front of your computer in the morning, just do it. Have fun with it, and you just makes you feel better or whatever.
Well,
I guess I'm still on my soapbox.
The great thing is we're doing these at-home meetings. Everything's topsy-turvy right now. No one's going to get mad at you for dressing weird.
Yeah.
It's like, you're at home.
Right.
Hey, at least you're not in your pajamas.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, dress all funky. And hopefully, once this is all over and we're all back at the office, that this can continue. That everybody who's doing Aloha Friday now, I hope that continues.
Yeah.
And, people are doing that at work as well.
Yeah. I love seeing Vanessa's caftan collection, her posts on that. And Craig, yes, I loved your caftan photo for today. You saw that one, yeah?
Yep.
So, those are the things that are going to get us through this. Zoom people, FaceTime them, stay connected, keep that communication and that contact going.
We motivated someone to lose the yoga pants. Throw on some Tiki garb, do makeup.
Yes, do it.
Yeah.
Yes. Pajamas, yes.
Although I gotta say, one of my upcoming Zoom backgrounds, I'm gonna do a Christmas scene, a Christmas tree, and I'm gonna wear my onesie. My big furry Christmas morning onesie.
Right, yeah. Hey, at least you entertain your coworkers, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm entertaining me. That's the most important thing. It's like if you're feeling down, the best way to cheer yourself up is to cheer someone else up.
True.
You know, brighten someone else's day, and it will come back to you twofold.
Yeah. Well, I've always noticed, I mean, so there's always been a lot of people who are like this is one of my philosophies too. Everyone's just like, oh my gosh, you're like dressed so well and everything like that. And I'm like, it took me the same time to put this shirt on as it would have if I just put another shirt on. So why not put the fancier shirt on, and it takes the same amount of time than it does to put on like a t-shirt or whatever, you know, to put on those slacks takes the same amount of time. And yes, I did say slacks. Those trousers, slacks.
Are they action slacks?
Yes. It takes the same amount of time to put those on as it does to put sweatpants on. So, you know, I don't know. I don't see a ton of excuses. I'm not saying you have to do it all the time, but hey, you know, it's the little things. It's the little things.
Yeah.
So,
but also, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Sometimes to just not want to face the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I may have another day where I just break down and cry, and
right.
You gotta feel the feelings to get them out.
Right. But then also remember, hey, go for a walk. I mean, so I went for a walk the other day in a neighborhood over there, not too far away. I met a super cute cat, and we had a total conversation, and I got to pet him and everything like that. And you know, walking down the trail and everything, you can just tell everyone around each other. They're just like they're so conscious of how close people are or whatever. But I was just like, hi. You know, I'm just like smiling at everybody, and because you have to, you know, otherwise. But you know.
So Steven says when this is all over, I should wear my Jumanji outfit to work.
Do it
instead of as a Zoom
I
background.
was just telling Greg earlier today. I said, you know what? Once this is all over and people start going back to work, if you've been one of those people who've been like putting on all the kinds of weird, crazy, cool costumes or whatever for your morning meetings, you have the right to go into work looking like that because no one's going to care anymore. No one's really going to care.
Well, it may depend on what kind of job you have.
Possibly. I mean, you can't go into work, you know, downtown in a onesie, but you know, hey, I think that this is going to bust through some rules.
I think so.
Anyway.
I think next week, instead of doing a Tiki bar as a virtual background on Zoom, I'm just going to bring the laptop down here.
Right.
And do it from the bar.
Do it.
You're like, not a backdrop.
Yeah. And I think next week we'll probably try to get some more stuff. We've been working on a lot of stuff here on the bar.
You're only on number 2? Well, this is what, like 4 or 5 for us?
No.
It took you a long time.
Oh, you're joking.
She stepped away to make another painkiller. She comes back, and we've already had like 4.
Right. No, we've been working on stuff here in the bar.
She also put on a Hawaiian dress so she could be out of scrubs for once.
Oh, okay, good. We've been working on the bar here. Well, Greg's been working on the bar mostly on some of the stuff because the bamboo that we got.
Oh, are we ready to talk about that publicly?
Yeah, I mean we've basically found. We're not going to go into a lot of detail, but you know, we got.
Can I just say, if you ever see powder dust that looks like really powdery sawdust anywhere near the bamboo in your bar, look out.
Right. Here, you make a drink while I talk about it.
Okay.
So basically, not a big, huge story, but so when Trader Vic's went out where I worked, when they went out of business and shut the doors and all that stuff, I got a bunch of the bamboo that used to be on the ceiling there, and other people got some of the bamboo as well later on. But after it's been like 5-6 years now, there has been some hardwood eating little beetles that we have found have been eating into the bamboo.
They're called powder post beetles.
Yeah.
They normally attack hardwood, but they like the inside of bamboo a lot.
Yeah, it's the starch in it, and then there's the humidity and everything.
Normally, the outside of bamboo is varnished, and they can't lay their eggs. But on the inside, they can go in there, lay their eggs, and then the larvae chew their way out.
Right. So basically, we've been having to deal with a little bit of an infestation down here. So a lot of the bamboo that's up on the ceiling and everything like that, Greg's been taking down and treating it with stuff, and then being able to put it back on. So things are a little bit of a disarray right now, but we plan on being on the home bar tour this year with TikiCon. So we've got some stuff we're doing and getting all taken care of. So that's another one of those projects. Like when you got time at home. This unfortunately was one of those ones that we just kind of had to take care of because otherwise it'll just get worse. So anybody who got some of the bamboo from Liza, definitely consider, because I guess it can stay in the wood, the bamboo, for years, as it did with us. That's the only thing that we can figure out, is that it was definitely the bamboo. So always be careful. Make sure it's treated well before you put it up in your place, because you might be taking it down like us and treating it later. So.
And if you want tips on how to treat it, send me a message, because there's a certain product. It's relatively inexpensive. You mix it with water. It's not super toxic. You basically treat any unvarnished wood with it, and when the eggs hatch and the larvae chew their way out, they will chew through the poison and die. And so they'll die before they can lay more eggs, so you'll stop the infestation.
Yeah. It's a cycle.
This is a really gory topic, but hey, it's better than talking about pandemics, right?
Right. But hey, I wonder, I don't think the bamboo ban is on here, but I've been wanting to reach out to some of the people in the community and ask them about it and see what their experiences are with it. I don't know where Trader Vic's got this bamboo, but we've read some articles, and it says that they can take years for them to actually come out. So, but Greg's actually treated a lot of the bamboo in here already and replaced it and put it back in. But we're gonna do some more cleaning up so that you can get another view of us and the bar hanging out. Maybe the next time we do this. So.
Treat it to a nice dinner. Take it out. Treat it well.
Right, yeah, exactly. Hey, Piper! Hope y'all are doing good up there in Tacoma. Piper's up there.
My God, it has been so long since we've been to Devil's Reef.
I know.
And I did, they posted I think a Venmo thing or something, taking donations for the staff. We did a donation.
Right, okay, good. Yeah. So, yeah, Devil's Reef up in Tacoma. Many of you know that place. And I'm sure you're all in the know. You all have been on the Facebooks and seen all the stuff going out there in the community, the Tiki community, and know what's up when it comes to those things. So keep supporting people. We're going to make it through this one Aloha shirt at a time and one cocktail at a time.
Well, maybe 2 cocktails at a time.
Well, in our situation.
Or 3. I'm making them strong now.
Oh, just don't make him as strong as you did last week. For the love of God, do not.
So I think we're kind of running out of stuff to talk about. Does anybody, we should probably look at the feeds. Does anybody have any questions for us, or questions about TikiCon, questions about killer bamboo beetles? I could talk more about what I've been doing on that regard. I don't know which mug was which.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you just look at the top of my head, but we'll get this figured out sometime with being able to actually look at the comments. You just need to be able to take this out and put it onto another screen somewhere. But make sure that we can see the comments on this.
Yeah, I was able to turn the comments off, but now I can't turn them back on for some reason. That same button is not working, and it worked there.
Miss you too, Susan. Awesome. Yeah, Devil's Reef cannot go away. Cannot go away. How do you get your hair so breezy?
Me?
Yeah.
What does that mean, breezy?
You just have this breezy, wispy
Easy
kind
breezy.
of. Yeah. He does nothing with it.
I don't. I towel it. There is a curl enhancer product that I use that I just spray in. I can just kind of scrunch it.
Scrunchy.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know. Jennifer wants to know about the volunteer positions at TikiCon.
Oh, well. Normally we start.
That would have gone out soon, like some of the
Well,
positions and the things, right?
We usually don't start recruiting until end of April, beginning of May, because we don't really have a lot of volunteer stuff that happens beforehand. We have such a good, strong group of organizers. There's like maybe a dozen of us that most of the advanced stuff we just do amongst ourselves, and the main work that we need help with is at the event. So we don't start putting that schedule together until about May.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely be putting the word out as we get closer.
Right. That's going to be around the time when we might have to make some decisions depending on how things are going in this world. In May-ish kind of a thing. What?
I forgot to put orange juice.
Bartender fail. But I'm sure that you put the OFTD in it, right?
Yes, I remembered the OFTD. I forgot the orange juice. Are you putting more in?
Oh, you did actually put some in?
Yeah,
I was joking.
Yeah. Well, no, bring it back. I mean, I put in one extra shot of OFTD. I didn't do a float. But hey, we got nowhere to go tonight, so we may as well.
Needs a little extra. Hey, tonight is RuPaul's Drag Race night.
Drag Race.
I hope you guys are watching that. Yeah, if you guys are, if you're not friends with me on Facebook, be friends with me. I'll probably be posting a lot more of a like, hey, have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen that? There's a lot of really great things on Amazon Prime, like Carol Burnett show. Oh my gosh, I think I already talked about that because last time because of Lyle Wagner.
So that breezy hair question, that was actually
It
Callie.
was Callie. It said, okay,
Don wants to know what's actually happening with Disneyland.
Oh.
They're closed. They were going to reopen April 1st. It was just going to be a 2-week closure. They are now closed indefinitely. You don't know.
Yeah.
Same thing with us and TikiCon. Same with them. Yeah. One thing that's happening with Disneyland though, that's going to be really interesting, when they reopen, the pandemic, the virus is still going to be an issue. So social distancing will still be an issue. One of the things they've done with the Disneyland app is there are going to be more rides that you do virtual queues with, like the boarding passes for Rise of the Resistance. Mm-hmm. So they are setting up an area in the app already.
Right.
So you won't have to stand in line, which is amazing. You know, you can only be in one virtual line at a time, but you don't have to stand in that line. Right. You can go off and get snacks or,
But then when you do come in that line, it has to be like, every 6 feet or something. But
well, in the near term, possibly, yeah. But then the downside of that is the line at Disneyland, on Disneyland attractions, is the pre-show. So you're going to miss part of the show if you're not standing at least in the fast pass part of the line.
Yeah. Well, I want to know, was it, there was the heiress of Disney, was it the granddaughter of Walt? Who is in charge? I forget what her name is. It's the granddaughter, it's one of the heiresses.
Oh, the one who's doing all the grandstanding lately?
Well, I haven't been making
all
that.
The comments.
I haven't been watching that. All I know is that she was the first person after that whole tax break thing. She's like, I don't need this tax break. I really don't. So hopefully she's like taking the money that she got from the tax break for the rich people and throwing that back into something. Hey, I'm not going to get political about anything right now, but
Yes, it will be interesting to see what Disneyland's like when they reopen, because things have to be different, because it's not like this is just going to go away and all of a sudden everybody can be like all breathing in each other's faces.
Right. Here, let's get a selfie together.
Here, let's lick some railings.
Yeah. But just another shout out to Judith, Trevor, Kyle, Dawn, everybody that we know, and anybody who is working in the medical field right now on the front lines and dealing all that.
All right. Shout out in the megaphone to all of the workers in the medical field on the front lines. Thank you. We salute you.
Yes, absolutely. We cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ding. All right, so
what time is it? It's been going for 50 minutes, so.
And we're down to 35 people. I think, are we not drunk enough to be interesting?
Last week you were all excited that there was 20 people who were watching us. So we got even more than that now.
Well, they're diminishing. That's the thing.
Right. So this was just a, let's not put a whole lot of thought into it or anything. So we're just like hanging out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it may in the future get more educational. It may get a little more.
But
else.
I did start using this cool program that lets us change camera angles. So,
Oh right.
Maybe we could set something up where we can like move over to the seating area and change the camera angle.
Right. Only if I have a drink in my hand and a pipe, and then I slowly walk over as I'm giving some sort of a monologue.
Yeah, and I can do these little slideshows. Here's the Aloha Friday slideshow again, just in case you missed it. These are all slides from last Friday. We got 109 entries or so, and so I just put them all up into a real quick slideshow. Just to give a shout out to everybody who participated. Thank you for that. Yeah, so we can do all kinds of fun stuff with this new program.
Cool. Yeah. Maybe next time we can be sitting off over in a corner over there, or something like that. Because I don't think everybody has seen the Sandy Bottom.
Oh, true.
So.
And we may need to, if we get bored enough, we may need to recreate the Enchanted Tiki Room. Those at-home Disneyland videos that people are making.
Right.
I think we could almost pull that off.
Right.
We
We'll do
just-
some thinking on that
We
one.
need a water feature.
Yeah.
We need some kind of fountain. What can we use as a fountain?
I don't know.
It's like if we had like a water pick or something, that would be perfect.
I don't know.
All right, you guys bored enough yet? Should we? Good stories of TikiCon's past to keep the party going. Good stories of TikiCon past.
Oh my gosh. There's, it's such a rum blur. One good story was Dolores Erickson.
I was just gonna say, tell the Dolores Erickson story.
The whipped cream gal.
Do you have that record real handy? You can go grab it. Do you know where it is?
I think it's upstairs in my collection up there. So Dolores Erickson, the whipped cream girl, Herb Alpert, the Tijuana Brass. She has signed more of those than Herb has ever signed. I swear to God. She even brings them with her. She brings some decent copies whenever she comes across them. She has them. So if somebody actually comes up to get her autograph, and they have a really bad copy, she will say, "Oh no, we'll take that, and I'll give you a better copy of it." She is just classy. She's a classy woman. And so when we had TikiCon Air, that was that the first year that we did?
That was
the second year.
That was our third year.
Oh gosh, Rumbler.
2015.
2015.
Our third
Rumbler. Anywho, so she was really great, and I had her sign all the albums I have, because she's in many albums other than just that. She's in the Sandpipers album. She was in the Sold Out album, the Kingston Trio. She's in the Guantanamahara. She was a model, so she was on several of those. So I brought several of them for her to sign.
Wait, can we pause for just a second?
Oh, sure.
Henrik is now watching. Henrik, cheers to you and your amazing mugs. We are the only ones who've ever gotten to drink out of them so far.
Cheers.
Okay, so back to Dolores Erickson. Sorry.
So, anywho, basically, she was there to, sign autographs and do everything like that. And my photographer friend was there, and we were getting my picture. And then she was like, we got together, and we're getting our picture. And she's like, wait. She's like, stop. She's like, the light's coming from over here. And she's just like trying to do this. And then the photographer was just kind of like well, yes, but. And she's like, really? Like, you're questioning me? She's like, no, this is how the photo needs to be done. And I looked at my friend, and I was just like, move over. Like, she was just asking you to go 4 feet that way. And then she's like, okay, good.
The woman's been in some photo shoots before.
She's been in some photo shoots before, and I'm just like, don't question. My friend was just like, oh, well, let's do this. And so I don't fault my friend, but it was just an interesting conversation, to be observing between the two of them and the dynamic of So, anyways, but she was top notch. She was a very classy woman. She was great. She had a lot of really awesome stuff to say, and she lives up in Longview, not that far from Portland, actually. So she was, and the sweetest thing was after it was all done, she hand wrote a card to us in cursive, because we're all old like that. And it was basically like a thank you. She said, I have done many an event over the years, and yours is one of my top ones, if not the top one. I can't remember how she worded it, but it was just like, oh my gosh, that was so awesome. Yeah. Anyways.
So I just wanted to bring out, just since we were talking about
somebody was
the
asking
Tiki
about
room,
it, huh?
Jose and Fritz these are like latch hook kit parrots.
Right.
It's the
Who was
weird-
requesting this?
No one was requesting.
Okay. Because I know somebody
because we were
else
talking
was
about it.
Was it Melissa? Somebody was saying something recently like we need to X something
No,
out.
Melissa said we needed to do the Enchanted Tiki room.
Oh, with
because
these
we've
guys,
got all
right.
we've got these guys.
Yeah.
We've got a couple other parrots. We've even got Rosita.
Right.
I think Rosita might perform.
Right. Yeah. Well, we've got all those potted parrots too from Trader Vic's.
Yeah. I wish we could have music.
Oh, nice. Cheers, Drew. Zombie punch. Neil Smith. Hey, Neil.
Neil,
You guys-
oh my God! So you set an alarm to watch, so you
Cheers.
can watch us. We're not.
I think so.
We're not as drunk and entertaining as we were last Friday.
Right, I know.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers, cheers. Oh, and I was just looking at the swizzle, your guys' swizzle. Dude, that looks familiar. It's transparent, so it looks all weird, but
All right, you want that side?
yeah, don't matter.
We have a request.
Oh,
I'm not singing. You get no.
no. I don't know. No. Thanks, though.
So next Friday, we'll cue up the track and we'll lip sync it. But no, there's no singing here.
Right, I know. So you didn't have the music on at all because it
No,
was...
I don't have the music on because if we have anything copyrighted that is recognizable
Right.
in the live stream,
It's true. It'll mute it.
Facebook will block it or mute it.
It'll mute it. Yeah.
So I am starting to look to see if there's any copyright free or royalty free music that we can use that is suitable. I found a couple surf tracks, but that's too loud to have playing as background music.
Yeah.
Now the other thing we could do is we could take like a Martin Denny album, record it and play it at like 3/4 speed.
Slow it down. So
Slow
that
it down so that the algorithms don't recognize it. Like I've successfully used this technique on YouTube to get music past the algorithms.
Yeah.
Might sound like a dirge though. I don't want to Tiki dirge.
Some of the exotica stuff probably would. But yeah. I don't
No,
know.
Craig, we're not doing the Offenbach number. That's the other thing we'd have to figure out how to do is the rain.
Right. Well, you know what? There's actually a heck of a lot of exotica. And I even have, a lot of exotica albums that are the really obscure stuff that probably would make it through. So if I need to bring my little portable record player down here and play it or record it,
But-
I have. Let me figure it out because there's a lot of really obscure exotica stuff that I have digital copies
Okay,
of.
but it'd just be one, all it would take is one track, and we lose the audio on the video on the whole thing.
I thought it just pauses.
I think it depends on the service. I thought I've had things unpublished. I've seen it where they mute it.
Well, I've got some really, really obscure stuff that's probably not even going to be on anybody's radar. So let me check on that.
Okay.
I've got a lot. I have a huge digital library, and
Now we could also just say, hey, you're at home. Put on your favorite music while you're listening to us.
right, yeah, absolutely. In fact, that could be setting the tone. Let's make a drink. Yeah, we're just a couple of guys doing a thing. So. And,
Just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Wishing we were hanging out in person.
We might have some more structure in the future, or we may switch off and he can have an episode and I can have an episode.
You know what? We've made several drinks. I need to put more tips in the jar for Hale Pele here.
Yeah.
Because that's normally where we'd be drinking painkillers.
Right. $2 bill, in Portland, where those $2 bills have been. And Portland is still. I'm wondering how that's going because we have more strippers per capita.
Oh, you mean the Boober Eats?
Yeah, the Boober Eats. I'm wondering how that goes.
You don't know about Boober Eats, right?
Yeah.
Because all the strip clubs are closed, so now the strippers are doing food delivery, and they're calling it Boober Eats.
Yeah.
So Portland.
It's very Portland. I'm so scared about having a stripper. I'm not judgy, but I would say that about anybody. Everyone's all like, "Oh, just have something delivered in your house." And you're like, "All right," but I'm still worried about how many people somebody comes in contact with every day.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing: it's
If you are in a grocery store shopping for 8 hours a day, and you have all these clients that you're doing that, you're actually being way more exposed than if you actually went to the store and you went in and got your stuff.
I would argue the exposure is the same. So it's you going into the grocery store, being exposed to everybody, or it's someone else doing your grocery delivery, being exposed to
But they're not
those
just
same
doing it
people.
for you. They're doing it for a bunch of people. You're not their only client.
Well, but your exposure to them is one-to-one. They're one-to-many. So they're exposing a bunch of people, but your exposure is
They're
still just
exposing
once
many,
to them. When they do the deliveries, they're just dropping off on the porch, so that's not an exposure.
But the chances of them, when they're dropping it off on your front porch, is that they've encountered 100 people that day. Whereas if you just went to the store,
They're not.
you may only encounter 20 people.
If they're encountering more people in the store, they're not encountering people just dropping stuff off on a doorstep. I mean, I hope that they're not carrying it in. Right. I hope they're just leaving it, ringing the doorbell, and running.
They are, yeah. But
So there's no exposure.
Regardless, everybody just make sure.
Yeah, there's.
I posted a video
today.
today.
You can't win.
I know. I posted a video today. I did everything.
Hi, Teresa.
I spent a couple hours. Went to the grocery store today. In full-on mask, gloves, everything. Was very conscious. Had my wipes. Had everything. So just always be conscious because things are escalating. So just be very, very aware. That's all I'm saying.
No,
Be hyper aware. As a friend in an email said last night.
Anyway, no, go ahead. Finish
As
that
a
thought.
friend said last night in an email that I got, it was if I say this to you now, you can make fun of me later if I was wrong, but at this point right now, just be super safe and super aware.
You know what's going to suck, though, is if this social distancing works and there's no big major outbreak here, everyone's going to be like, oh, we overreacted. Oh, we didn't need to do all that. No! It means it worked.
Right.
It worked.
There's two things that are going to happen. Either TikiCon will shut down because the social distancing thing is still going on,
Right.
or it will be the fucking party of the entire summer.
Yeah.
So,
But we can't do TikiCon with social distancing. It just won't work.
we can't. So that's why we're going to get to a point
Think
where we
about
have
the
to
banquet. Think about the shows. Think about the room parties. I mean, there's just no way. And I don't know that postponing it would work. It's a summer event. Who wants to go to a Tiki event in Portland in October? I mean, Palm Springs in October. Yeah, that's great.
Right. Or
even San Diego in
or
October.
Arizona. That's when
Arizona,
the Tiki Oasis Arizona is happening in October. Perfect. That's like the place, and that's yeah. Things are much different in October. October we start feeling old man winter blowing down our necks and everything. In Arizona, it's still dry. It's still warm. It's still all that good stuff. So.
But regardless, we're going to party our freaking asses off.
Yeah.
When this is over.
With all y'all. I'll give you all a big hug. I'm hugging you. Last time Greg was squishing Squishing my head. Oh, no, 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 no.
No. No. All right, I think we're getting to that point. I think we're getting to the drunk point.
So let's do a shot before we sign off. And it's not going to be overproofed. What do you want a shot at?
Sorry, that was just weird.
Ooh!
Have we even tried this
No,
yet?
this is for Neil. Is Neil still on? Is Neil and or Carla?
Did they give us this?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember?
It's a rumbler.
It's
Yeah.
a rumbler. Yeah, at TikiCon. So
Have we opened it yet?
no, I just opened it now.
Okay. So Neil and Carla, are you watching? We are finally breaking into this bottle you gave us
I know this is a perfect thing because I've been waiting for opportunity.
with our Tiki Con shot glasses.
Are you unable to see with the?
Oh. Okay.
I want to make sure that they're still on. Ooh, somebody posted a lot. Oh, Drew, what about group immunity when we are?
Oh, there's Neil.
Yes. All right.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. We really hope that everything works out for all of us and that we can party our butts off. We can party our butts off at TikiCon this year with you.
Spiced rum.
Woo!
Ooh.
I like it. It's not super spicy. Like a super spiced rum. It's good.
Interesting.
Oh, Teresa, love you too. Teresa, we were. You've been on my mind, definitely lately. So.
Oh, they're both there. Hi, Carla.
Hey, Carla. Awesome. Yay.
Well, I don't want this to end. I love hanging out with y'all. Maybe we should just move the laptop up to the living room and they can watch us watch TV.
No, what time is it? It's 7 o'clock. Yeah, no, I need to go and chill out.
All right.
But hey, happy, joy, tiki, all that good stuff.
We love you all.
Yes.
Hang in there.
Love you
Be
guys.
strong.
Yep.
Because there will be some massive parties when this is all over.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to hug y'all. Just want to hug y'all.
Cheers. To
Cheers,
everyone.
Janelle. Awesome.
Are we still doing phrasing?
What?
I
Where?
don't have a phrase. All right, so
Aloha. It also
done?
means goodbye.
Aloha.
It's Aloha Friday, so it's
Oh, it's Goodbye Friday.
yeah.
So first it's hello, then it's goodbye. It's also happy.
Yes.
So happy Aloha Friday is redundant.
It's part of the spirits. Yeah, it's all one.
All right. Well, I aloha that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, aloha, aloha, aloha.
Cheers.
And we are out.
Mm-hmm.
Except that it's actually still running. They can hear us. We can talk a little bit about them. Now we can talk about them now.
Are you serious?
Well, I mean, it's still live. It's just the titles, the thank you title screen is still running. I have to switch over to this other screen and, right, end live video. Ending now. Wait, not yet, not yet. All right, not yet, not yet. All right.